Good afternoon, guys. My name is David and we are out here in central London again. It's a beautiful Saturday and I forgot to shoot the intro in the beginning, and so now it's getting dark, we're done already, and we've seen some pretty nice cars, so enjoy!
Supercar Sessions is basically me going through these posh areas of London, trying to locate and photograph some of the rarest, coolest and most expensive cars out on the streets. All cars are given points based on their price, exclusivity, as well as my own perspective. 1 point is for all the basic supercars, 3 for less basic ones, 5 for hypercars, and 10 for the rarest of the rare. This week, we have started Supercar Sessions at the Dorchester Hotel, and the lineup of cars there was almost like a throwback of the last few months, as I have seen the GT2RS at the same spot week earlier. The 812 was parked up in front of 45 Park Lane and the GT2RS in front of Berkeley in September of last year. The 2RS has 700 horsepower, is finished in a very special PTS Vesuvio metallic, and has bisac pack. From Dorchester, we have moved to Mayfair, where there was this yellow C63 AMG Black Series with a portrait of the Emir of Qatar on the hood. The owner is probably very loyal to the royal family. Fun story, after a few minutes of taking pictures, I left without noticing that my lens cap fell out of my pocket, and the owner of the car rushed after me to give it back. In the meantime, we headed to Belgravia, and on the way spotted this Urus. There are surprisingly a lot of Uruses driving around London, but this one was all the way from Switzerland, and I must say, after seeing this particular example, white might be my favorite Urus color. Keep your Giallo and Rosso Uruses, this is way better. That however doesn't mean that I would have the Urus over cars like the G63 or Bentayga. In Belgravia, we also stumbled upon this black 599 GTO, and before even being able to take any pictures, the owner drove away. We returned back to Mayfair, and guess what was parked up in front of 45 Park Lane? Phil Dixon's purple Pista, which I've seen on the exact same spot the week before. It's always nice to see a unique Pista, so I wasn't complaining. After walking for a while, we found the luxurious Cars PTS Crayon GT2RS, which I absolutely fell in love with. I love how inconspicuous the paint is while still being very special. The plate on the car was funny as well, and so the only thing which I would have different are the brake calipers. I would match them with the red Alcantara in the interior. But now it's time for
Fast Fire.
From there, we rushed to Harrods, where Nathan Slip's Aventador SVJ was parked up. But before we got there, it was gone. That really sucked, because I love the flip paint option on any car, and this would have been a nice cherry on the cake of today's session. We didn't get the SVJ, but at least there was this quite uniquely spec'd Aventador S in IKEA colorway. What do you think of it? Vote above. We got a bit bored of just walking around and so filmed a few B-roll shots. Oh yes, look at these two handsome gents. The sun was getting low, and our energy levels were getting low as well. It didn't look likely that a hypercar was going to show up before sunset, so we headed back to Belgravia, where a black Carrera GT was spotted quite consistently throughout the past week. It belongs to the same owner as the British racing green McLaren Senna and is parked up out pretty much 24/7. But with our luck, when we arrived, it was nowhere to be seen. Instead of the Carrera GT, we found the exact 599 GTO that we have seen a couple of hours prior, and at that, we decided to end that day's Supercar Sessions.
Between Belgravia and Mayfair, Matthew has bought these quite insane energy shots, and so we might as well drink them now. Cheers. Yeah, they're not as good as they look. I hope they're healthy at least. So, this was everything for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. We for sure enjoyed the cars that we've seen today. What did we see? Like a 599 GTO,
488
Pista, some other stuff as well. To be honest, I sort of forgot already. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time.
And the final score is 35 points.